Hi friends, welcome back. It's Miss Green here again. And now that we have our workspace set up, we're going to go ahead and use our first few tools here. On the side, we're going to head over to the toolbar. And if we hover over the first tool, you'll see it'll say Selection, the Direct Select tool, the Pen tool, the Curvature tool, and we're going to land on the Rectangle tool. We're going to click there. And we're going to see how our cursor turns to a crosshair. If I click and drag anywhere on my workspace, I'll see that I can get a rectangle. Perfect. Now let's say I wanted to make a perfect square. I could go ahead and delete this, hold down the Shift key, click and drag, and then I get a perfect square. You'll see that this square is highlighted by blue, and we call this blue a bounding box. With the bounding box, it allows us to change the size, right? I could grab that little corner and change the size. If I hold the Shift key, it'll stay equal parts. I could change the height. I could change the width. I could also just move it by grabbing the blue circle in the middle and moving it anywhere I want without changing the size. If I also go up to a corner, my cursor will turn into arrows, and this will let me know that I can rotate it. I can hold the Shift key and rotate it by 45-degree angles, which is helpful. I can also adjust the corners. Right here, you're going to see a circle inside of an open circle. And when my cursor gets near it, it turns to a black arrow. If I click on that circle and drag in, I can round the corners. This is called a corner widget. This is extremely helpful. Saves us a lot of time. Now, if I click outside of this square, and because I have the square tool highlighted, it's going to want to make or the rectangle tool highlighted, it's going to want to make another rectangle, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to hit cancel. To get out of this, I can hit the selection tool at the top and click anywhere outside of the square, and I won't make another rectangle. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to head back over to the rectangle tool. I'm going to hold down, click and hold, and a drop box is going to appear. I'm going to scroll over and head on down to the ellipse tool. Again, you'll see my cursor turns to a crosshair. I can drag and I will get any sort of ellipse I want. An oval, a circle, and if I want a perfect circle, yes, you guessed it, I hold down the Shift key. You'll see the bounding box appears again with the blue circle in the middle, which allows us to move it anywhere. It operates the same. I can adjust the size, again holding the Shift key if I want it to stay equal. And right here is another widget, and this allows me to put some angles in there if I wanted to create a pizza or a pie, or if I just want to keep it a normal circle, I can leave it alone. And again, if I click outside of here, because I have the ellipse tool chosen, it will just want to make another ellipse. But I'm going to hit cancel. I'm going to hit that selection tool, click outside of the circle, and I have nothing selected. Next, I'm going to head back over to that ellipse tool. I'm going to click and hold. The drop box appears again, and I'm scrolling down to the polygon tool. The polygon tool, when you click and drag, it's a little different than the circle and the rectangle. It starts from the center out, and it will automatically give you a hexagon with 6 sides. If you hold the Shift key, you'll see the top and the bottom are straight. And you can just go ahead and click whenever you want. So we still have the corner widgets, just like in the rectangle tool, right? Allows us to round the edges. I can adjust the height and everything, hold the Shift key, it stays in equal parts. I could also do this new thing. On the side, there's a slider tool, and you'll see my cursor turns into a plus and a minus. If I head up and slide up, it gives me 3 sides, and it goes all the way down to 11 sides. So that's kind of fun to know if I want to quickly make a triangle. I'm going to click outside of that by clicking the selection tool and clicking outside of my triangle. And the last tool I'm going to look at today is I'm going to click on the polygon tool and hold down for my drop box to appear again, and I'm going to highlight the star tool. The star tool is really fun. Again, it works just like the polygon tool. It starts at the center and goes out. And I hold the shift key down if I want to create that perfect star, and it starts with 5 points. And again, here we have our corner widgets. They work the same. There's an extra corner widget right there. That's kind of fun. And then we have that little guy inside there. And we also have a slider here. It can go from 3 points all the way down to 20 points, which is kind of fun. Lots of stuff you can do with that tool for a very quick, cool path. There you go. So to get outside of that again without creating another star, I can go ahead and hit the selection tool and click anywhere outside of there. All right, friends, now go ahead and give it a try and see how many shapes you can come up with.